I can still remember the first time I had to give a big talk. My heart was just pounding, my hands were shaking. I think I even forgot my own name for a second there. If that sounds even a little bit familiar, then you are in exactly the right place. Because today, we're going to bust the myth that great speakers are just born that way. We're going to show you how to build real, solid confidence step by step and turn all that fear into fuel. So let's get into it. What if I told you that the biggest secret to public speaking confidence is, well, it's this number right here, 70%. See, 70% of your confidence is built before you even walk up to the front of the room. It is all about the preparation. And honestly, that's amazing news, right? Because it means most of this is completely in your control. So please, just forget this idea of natural speakers. That's kind of like saying some people are just born knowing how to drive a car. It's not a thing. It's a skill. And like any other skill, you can learn it, you can practice it, and you can get really good at it. Think of this explainer as your driving school for public speaking. We're going to give you the tools and the map, but it's up to you to get behind the wheel. So, here's our game plan. First, we're going to build your confidence from the ground up. Then we'll get into how to prepare the right way. After that, we'll talk about mastering your presence, speaking like a pro, and finally, how to finish strong and keep on getting better. All right, section 1, building your confidence. Like we said, this whole journey starts way before you're in the spotlight. This is where we lay the foundation for a really solid performance. You know that awful feeling of dread when you're not totally sure what you're going to say next? Yeah, that is anxiety, and it loves uncertainty. The antidote to that is simple: clarity. When you know exactly what your message is and what your purpose is, you're not just guessing anymore. You become a guide, and you're confidently leading your audience. And trust me, that is a powerful feeling. So, how do we get that clarity? Well, it's as simple as 1, 2, 3. Number 1, a killer opening that grabs your audience from the very first second. Number 2, the body of your talk with just 2 to 4 main points. Seriously, less is more here. And 3, a closing that sums it all up and leave a really strong, lasting impression. That's it. No complicated formulas, just a simple, powerful framework. And here's why that simple structure is just so powerful. When you're in control, when you know the path, your audience can actually relax and come along for the ride. They trust you. And believe me, feeling that trust from them is a massive confidence booster for you. Okay, now that you have your structure, it is time to practice. But we're not talking about just reading it over and over. We're talking about practicing smart. First, you have to say it out loud. You need to hear the words. Second, record yourself. I know, it's cringy to watch yourself back, but it is the fastest way to see what's working. And finally, focus on your pace. When we're nervous, we talk way too fast. So make a conscious effort to slow down. A calm pace makes you sound confident and in control. Okay, so you've prepared your content, you've practiced smart. Now it's the big day. This next part is all about managing those last-minute jitters by getting control of your mind and your body. You know that fluttery butterfly feeling in your stomach just before you start? Well, what if I told you that isn't fear? It's your body telling you that what you're about to do matters. It's a sign that you care. So don't try to fight it. Try to reframe it. Tell yourself, I'm not nervous. I'm excited. I'm energized. It's a small mental switch, but it makes a huge difference. Need a super quick confidence hack? Try this. Right before you go on, just find a quiet corner and take 3 slow, deep breaths. And as you breathe out that last time, just say to yourself, I'm prepared. I belong here. It's a simple little anchor that can really ground you in the moment. Your body speaks volumes before you even say a word. Just look at the difference here. On one side, you've got confident body language, standing straight, using your hands to explain things, making eye contact. And on the other side, well, that's what nerves look like. Crossed arms, fidgeting, staring at the floor. You want to aim for the confident side. And here is the really cool part. It's not just about looking confident for the audience. Science actually shows that when you stand in a confident way, you trick your own brain into feeling more confident. It's a feedback loop. Your body tells your brain, hey, we got this, and your brain starts to believe it. So yeah, fake it till you make it really, really works. So you're feeling more centered, your body language is strong. Now let's make sure your voice matches that confidence. This part is all about mastering how you sound. Want to sound as confident as you look? Here are 3 simple tricks. First, slow down. I mean it. When you're nervous, your instinct is to rush. Fight it. A slower pace sounds way more authoritative. Second, learn to love the pause.
A moment of silence is so much more powerful than filling the gap with or And third, vary your tone. Nobody wants to listen to a monotone robot. Look, we all have that nightmare where our mind just goes completely blank on stage. But here's the thing. The audience doesn't have your script. They have no idea what you were supposed to say. So if you forget a point, just pause, take a breath, and then just continue from where you can. To them, it'll just look like you're pausing for dramatic effect. It's our little secret. Let's talk about slides for a second, like the ones you're seeing right now. Remember this golden rule. They are your backup singers, not the main artist. The audience came to hear you, so use your slides as a jumping off point. Explain the ideas. Talk to your audience, not to the screen. All right, you've got the content, the confidence, the delivery. Now it's time to put it all together. And here's a spoiler. Speaking like a pro isn't about being perfect. It's about handling the imperfect moments with grace and ending in a way that people will remember.
Let's just be real for a minute. Things are gonna go wrong sometimes. The projector will fail, you might stumble over a word, you might forget someone's name. It happens to everyone. But real confidence isn't about avoiding those mistakes. It's about how you recover. When you can just smile, adapt, and keep going, that's what your audience will truly respect.
The way you end your presentation is often the only thing people remember. So please, don't just let it fade out. First, quickly summarize your main message one last time. Then leave them with one powerful takeaway or a really interesting question. And finally, when you say your very last word, stop. Pause. Stand there for a beat in silence before you move. It signals a confident, powerful finish.
So you've made it. The presentation is over. People are clapping. You're feeling good. But wait, the journey's not quite done. In this last section, we'll talk about how to turn every single talk you give into a chance to get even better. After every presentation, just take 5 minutes for a quick debrief. First, just be proud of yourself. You did it. Second, think about what went well. Did you connect with the audience? Was your opening really strong? And finally, just pick one, only one, thing you'd like to improve for next time. This isn't about being hard on yourself. It's about always growing. So here's what it all comes down to. This isn't about becoming fearless. It's about being prepared. It's about being present in the moment. And most of all, it's about being brave enough to just start. Every amazing speaker you've ever seen was a beginner once. The only difference is they took that first step. And now, it's your turn. You've got this.